All right. What's up, party people? We got ZZP Podcast Power Hour number 110 today. And we got Turbo Tim, myself, Tyler, we got Bo, and we got Ashley. And we're going to be building some Sonics today. So if anybody in the chat made it 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Was it last week?
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, I wasn't here last week. 2 weeks ago, we built some LNF Cobalts on the podcast, and today we're going to do the same. So everyone in the chat, make sure to vote. We're going to throw up some mods, some different cars, different things on those cars, and you're going to vote for what we get. So, Trev, you can start us off whenever you're ready. We're going to need some more participation from the chat here.
Absolutely.
Are you guys seeing questions yet or no?
Nope, nothing.
Let me double check. I see them over here.
People,
We
don't
got-
be shy. Say hi.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Come on.
I got Bill Kish, I got JPL, Adam Project,
Got a couple on here.
Let's
Connor
go.
Murphy, Sebastian Morrison. Yeah,
Bill Kish needs a Sonic.
Bill Kish could use a Sonic.
Yeah,
I think he would do well with one
Bill
of those.
Kish. Let's get a Sonic,
He's a
dude.
supercharged guy. He's a lot like Tim C. He's
He likes burnouts?
blower.
He
Just,
needs a burnout button?
yeah, just
Yeah.
like the blower. He will not get away from the blower. We had a full-on conversation when we were up north about how much better a turbocharger is, and at the end he said, "Nope, still not gonna do it." Like, jeez.
So Solano, we actually might have some Cruze related content in here. So I guess I misspoke. We're going to be
1-4.
building Sonics and Cruzes.
Yep, no Cobalt talk today.
No Cobalt talk. Yep.
No 3800 talk.
That's all right. I like Sonics. I like the 1.4 a lot.
Bo had a cruise.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for these questions, let's go through what 1.4s we've all had, and we'll start with Tim.
I currently have a 2015 Sonic RS 6-speed hatchback. Love it. Actually, it's like one of my favorite vehicles I've owned so far. I like it. It's like, I don't know, it brings my inner kid out of me. So
Those cars do.
Yeah,
It's-
driving them through traffic, you're like, you're like, sorry, not being reckless. It's just,
It's just so
Yeah.
easy. I said that the other morning once I started driving the Sonic to and from my new place.
Lane
Going
changes
down
and-
28th Street, I get to work so much quicker.
Yeah, it's just a zippy car.
So
It's
much
zing,
quicker.
zing, zing, zing.
They're zippy, but they're not fast enough where you're not going to get arrested.
Yeah.
And that's one of the good parts. It's
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
can floor it through all the gears, and you're not going warp speed, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, when I'm like remote tuning cars not remote, when I'm tuning the cars in person, I can go through like 3 gears and not breach the speed limit.
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
yeah, it's great for tuning around here.
Yeah.
You hand an ATSB to Tim to tune, he's like, you hand him a Sonic, he's like, no problem.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
I myself had I don't even remember the year now. I think it was a 2013 Sonic that I bought. Did the head-on and some bolt-ons, and that was fun. And then I actually sold it to Curtis here. So he's one of our many 1.4s that we have on the premises. And then I got a little bit of experience racing our drag Sonic.
Little.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I had a 2013 Cruze. Put like 100,000 miles on it throughout college and work, and at the end of the day, I ended up selling it sold it to my sister because I just really needed the 3800 in me was coming out. And I knew at the time I could have I wanted a Buick, and it could do. There wasn't a lot of mods available for the 1.4 back in the day when I had mine. ZZP wasn't making intakes yet. They weren't making there was no tuning yet.
Did anybody make a chip for it?
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I had on it was
GM Performance chip.
a Bully Dog GT tuner. And there
Bully dog.
It
Like
was
it's a diesel.
it was a decent tune, I always thought, for back in the day. And I ended up getting the ZZP downpipe, and then it just had an engine intake on it and the catback. I ended up getting the whole complete exhaust when it came out, but
Okay.
Eibach lowering springs, and I did a lot of exterior mods. I was learning how to be a car guy back in the day, but the favorite thing I did to that car was I painted the roof black, put a nice
yeah.
little duckbill spoiler on it. But yeah, at the end of the day, I ended up going back to my 3800 roots and still staying true to it. However, now that I'm back at at ZZP and the Cruze is coming back to me, it's funny how things come full circle because I've drove the Z04 Cruze a lot this winter. And
Yeti.
Yeah.
White.
White. Yep.
Yeah, it's the same car. It is the same car except it's a tan interior car, and so yeah, things come really full circle, and I have great appreciation for the 1.4 and where ZZP's taken it and how much more capable it is compared to when I had mine. Because when I had mine, I loved the car, would have kept it, but I just didn't make power, and if I did want to do mods, it was nothing that was going to get me anywhere, or so I just kind of, my passion fizzled out. It was there, but like guys weren't doing stuff. It was tough in 2013, you know.
That's 10 years ago. That's
Yeah,
a lot of development.
And then I think I ended up getting rid of it around 15 or 16.
Okay.
No, it was later than that. But anyway, it's just they've come a long ways, and I'm actually reconsidering getting another 1.4, probably a Sonic, just because of the packaging. If Chevy made a Cruze with a RS rear disc brake manual, I'd get another Cruze. Because I do like how they look, and I like the Regal. I love doing things a little differently, and so we got plenty of Sonics here. I'd love to build a really nice Cruze, but GM never packaged it right. They really ruined it. If you want the manual, you got to get the Eco or the base, and if you want the RS,
you get an auto.
Yeah, it's just
if you want the Z-Link, you got an RS, which means you don't get a manual. And
if you want the disc brake and rear discs, you have to get the LTZ, which is the weirdest thing ever. So it's I'm looking for a Sonic because that'll probably be my next vehicle. I drive almost an hour every day, one way. Yeah. So 2 hours in the car a day. So, especially with everybody else, it's a terrible influence around here. But the 1.4 is a great engine, and we're doing things with it finally. So.
Yep.
I mean, shoot, 1.4 engine trapping 133 miles an hour in the quarter. What is going on?
It does all right. It does all right.
Yeah.
It's just a little something.
Yeah, and then Ashley, you've got your Sonic.
Yeah, 13 RS as well, which started out with the LTZ, which is now the drag Sonic, and then realized we need an RS. So
we got
the
that
RS, yeah.
Now it's purple.
Now it's purple. Yeah, now it's purple.
But no, that's a good car too. So, Trev, you want to hit us with the first question here? All right. Who gets the manual transmission Sonic hatchback? Ooh.
Everybody, come on.
Yeah.
After my rant, I deserve it there.
No.
That's
Bo clearly wants a Cruze, so, just leave him out of it. So I'm going to say
Next question,
me,
who gets Sonic
but...
gets a Cruze?
Yeah, the manual RS hatchback is the way to go.
That's going to be a fight between me and Tim.
Yeah, I need that manual. Need that manual Sonic hatchback. Need that.
See, even more not to give it to him.
Yeah.
There we go. Bring him down.
I already got it. I already know how to drive it. It's got to happen.
The autos aren't bad, but...
They're really not, and the Cruze auto is better. If you want an auto, the Cruze auto is better, and strictly from my perspective is the tap shift capabilities.
Tap shift.
It sounds silly, but when I drive our auto Cruze, you can flop it into manual mode, downshift a couple times coming up.
Yeah,
to the
you
stop
can.
sign. You can upshift it quick. It's more of like a slap shift, not just a little button.
So
you're not just like.
We know what Bo is getting. You're sticking with the auto.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so
Ashley
Ashley's got the manual hatchback.
Hey, we're not voting on looks here. We're voting on
Drivetrain choices first. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, manual Cruze. Ooh, manual. I'd rather have a manual if I'm taking a little 1.4. Oh.
Tim, you look stressed.
I'm stressed.
You really don't see a lot of manual Cruzes.
No, you don't. It'd be interesting to see the build numbers because
it's not many.
As far as what we see in the shop, I would say it's 5-1 autos to manuals.
Yeah, for sure.
If not more.
Same with the remote tuning. I see so many more autos.
It's when I talk to customers, it's almost natural that I assume
that
it's
a
an
Cruze
auto.
is auto.
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I have to remember. No, it could be manual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we need to pick up one of those manual Cruze. Just to get, round numbers, get us like 15 Cruzes.
I mean, even when we were
Sonic
looking for
something.
Yeti, though, it was so hard.
It was tough.
It was
Yeah.
so hard.
Oh, manual diesel. That's something that we don't do, but I always thought
would
it was
like it.
interesting that GM offered a diesel in the Cruze.
Yeah.
And it must only be because they offer them overseas.
Yeah, I've never really understood the diesel thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand that engine still. I mean, I have a decent idea of it, but I don't know.
They
it'd be
responded to
interesting.
mods a lot better than the one Ford. I do know that.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the day, guys were making like 250 wheel on the diesels long before we ever did. With minimal
500 foot-pounds.
Yeah, with however
Probably.
you modded diesel, a tune and whatever else. But
Delete.
there's a lot more on the table, I guess, out of the box with the diesel.
Yeah.
I guess it's just really hard to understand the whole part of like the amount of fuel is the amount of RPM.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's just really hard to like. The first time I saw a diesel engine and I just saw a big open hole, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, just however much fuel you can give it. All right, come on, people. What am I going to get stuck with? Because if you tuned in 2 weeks ago, the fourth option is never a good option. So I'll take an auto hatchback. I will take that all day because I don't know what's coming up.
You don't want the auto sedan?
Just let me have the worst option, so I just drive it that much harder.
I can totally
gonna
work
drive
with a
it so
manual
hard.
Cruze.
Yeah.
What's nice, I will say, is if I could get over my RS.
Oh, 50%. Okay.
Ooh.
Coin flip. All right. High life is heads. Tim, call it.
Heads.
High life. All right, you get
All
the
right.
Autosonic.
You did it
And-
to yourself.
Oh boy.
What I will
That's
say
like-
about the
That's like if I'm getting shot in the head. Do I want to get shot with a 40 caliber or a 9mm? Like it doesn't matter because I'm like, what am I gonna do with the rest of my time? dude?
Dang.
All right, so I got the Auto Cruise, but at least I got the slap shift.
yeah.
Hey, Tristan.
There we go.
Tristan, swap your compressor cover on that turbo, and then you're automatically ported. Email me.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
give you more details, dude.
Super easy. All you got to do, a couple bolts. You can.
Or you can take your compressor off and port it. I mean, all we do is just kind of port a little lip off,
Yeah.
so it's really not that much work.
The best thing about a non-RS Cruze is there's a lot of aftermarket options for good body kits.
That's
out there.
true. That the Cruise, for whatever reason, has a lot of aesthetic mods compared to the
Yeah.
Sonic.
And none of them fit the RS. So if you don't get an RS, you got a lot of options for lip, side skirt stuff that do. make it
Ooh.
really-
So it sounds to me like you really want to cruise.
That's what it sounds like. All right, ZZP 3-inch.
I don't need it.
I'll take it.
well,
I'll take it.
it depends.
Yeah, it depends on what
With
turbo.
turbo,
you're
yeah.
With. So I mean, this question is,
It's a bit loaded.
yeah. If you're gonna get a Z04, I would go 3-inch. But if you're gonna get a V3, a 2.5 is more than fine.
Uh-huh.
Why have all the extra volume?
Yeah, we did do a Z04 on a Sonic the other week with a 2.5-inch catback, and it was so modest. Really
Oh, that was nice. That was a really good
If you're
car.
doing a Z04 car and you want a nice exhaust, but you don't want it to be loud, don't feel free to do the 2.5. It's a really good combo, and it bolts right up. We built that downpipe flange to be 2.5, so it bolts up to your stock catback or our 2.5. So.
Yep, or our 3-inch.
Yeah, and yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
both exhaust flow plenty for
For
pretty
that
much
1.4,
full
yeah.
bolt-ons and a turbo. So I mean, it's just, do you want your car loud or not?
Okay, I'm liking this.
All right,
so far.
Ashley's getting the 3-inch.
okay.
Ashley
I'm okay.
is getting the car she already has.
I know. Solano, yes, our 3-inch catback is full 3-inch mandrel bent. Like Bo was saying, though, the front flange is capable of fitting on a stock mid-pipe, or, it basically it reduces down to 2.5, but you don't need 3-inch on these cars.
Nope.
I'll take a 2.5. I'll
So
take a
will I.
2.5.
So, a guy here that works in our shipping department, he has a stock turbo car out that he put our 3-inch catback on, and I could not believe how much different it sounded than the Z04.
Who did that?
Matt Telder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but I wondered why his car was loud the other day.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It does. It is surprising the difference between the Z04 and a V3 or a stock frame turbo. All right, Bo, you get a 2.5-inch. Oh boy, what's coming up here, boys?
This is like my
Yeah,
my Cruze build's coming together. Manual, I'll take the 2.5-inch catback.
People don't realize how much the turbo has a effect on the exhaust sound. Like when I went from my V3 to the Z04, like it definitely changed the sound of the car.
Yeah.
the pulses are just different. The length of the runners are different enough to
Yeah.
have an effect on the overall sound.
A V3 in a stock frame style turbo is a lot closer to the fourth runner, so it almost gives you like a Subaru-y type rumble, whereas the Z04 is closer to equal length, so it definitely changes the tone quite a bit. DIY straight pipe exhaust that your buddy could do better for cheaper.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give that to Tim.
I'm in.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so in.
So what's funny is I had one of those on my Cruze, and it before I got the ZZP one, it rusted right off.
Yep.
Went to the local muffler shop. I'm like, hey, I need 2.5 inch under here. Supplied a muffler. They're like, brother, 2.5 isn't gonna fit. And I'm like, just make it work. And here we are with a 3 inch, you know.
Yeah.
And that mild steel MIG welded thing rusted out in like 2 winters.
Oh my gosh. Any backyard exhaust, it never lasts. All right, so Tim's got a straight pipe from his buddy.
Man, what is Tyler getting?
Oh, a hood dump.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Yeah, that works.
So same.
So I've got a hood dumped Auto Cruze so far. All right, we're doing well.
Hot boy.
Oh, man.
Hot boy is right.
Now, if only we could get Trevor to like mock these up as
In real
pictures.
time, yeah, that'd be great.
Some AI. Oh.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, backyard exhaust would last in California, but
Yeah, we're not in California.
we're not there. We're in the good old Rust Belt. Is
Well,
there?
they can't last in California because
You can't even have them.
Yeah, you can't have them. Like you'll get pulled over. The first cop that is, I don't know, feeling grumpy
Yep.
and wants you to own an electric car is gonna pull you over and give you a ticket for your backyard exhaust.
So I saw Adam Project said, "Is there a Z06 turbo?" And I never thought our next one could be the Z06. It'd be a Z06 Sonic. It'd be really stupid, but I love it.
I mean, nah, I'm not following. I'm not.
Oh, Z04. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
Hands down.
Guys, I already have the 3-inch exhaust.
You know who's getting it.
My building
Yeah, I know Ashley's going to get it.
perfectly thus far. This could only be the.
Oh, man.
I was telling Randy, I'm like, all I need up there is the Z04. Just the Z04.
If-
Anything else will be fine.
Yeah.
Just the Z04.
If you had to do one mod on a Sonic, it would be a Z04. It
I mean-
changes them so much.
I'm going to not drag race it, but I will not drag race it, but I will road course the crap out of it. But, I don't know. Ashley's going to let me have it. As soon as she talks, though, she wins. Just wink at the camera and you get the darn Z04. She's going to get it without even winking at the camera. Oh, man.
Should I leave now?
Yep.
man.
I'm pretty much done anyway. So
And there it is, Ashley.
Once again,
You were winning until you said that.
she's already getting her car.
oh, that's so funny.
She has
This
a
is
Sonic
great.
hatchback
I can just go now,
with a
right?
Z04.
I can
Yep,
just go now.
yep, you're good. You got a good
I'm
car.
good. It's a little warm up here.
She pretty much wins. Yep.
RS Z04 3-inch manual.
Yep.
All right. So the
Hatchback,
next
right?
turbo must
Yeah.
be a V3. I'm guessing.
This is gonna go downhill quickly.
Yeah.
Just found a 2000 GTX rust free. There you go.
Ooh. All right. Big wheel V3.
Pick it up.
I'll
500.
take it.
Pick it up.
500. Yeah, V3, I mean, is a must.
Yeah,
over
I
a
mean,
stock turbo.
Z04's already taken, so I'll take the V3.
Yeah.
I will still rip that thing on a road course.
Your car, when it was on a V3 at those autocrosses, was just insane.
Yeah.
How quick it was. And you haven't been back with the Z04 yet, and I'm sure it will still be fast, but man, those V3s light up so quick.
They want Bo to have it.
Yeah, they're voting for Bo.
It's because you guys asked for it.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I need to do is just deflect.
Honestly, they're putting together good builds. They are.
Thus far,
The
they're a little
2.5-inch
better.
catback on them.
Ooh.
Perfect. I'll do it. I'll take
All
it.
right. Bo's got a V3. What do we got next, boys?
I remember when the V1 came out and looking at the ZZP website,
V1.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
When
it
did we
bolts
launch
right
that?
in. I need it. I think it was $9.99.
Yep. Probably 20...
I think there was,
2018 we had the V2, so it must have been 16 or 17. OEM turbo with 200,000
There's no
miles.
such thing.
That's not a turbo
There's no
anymore.
such
So
thing.
so it spools like a Z04
4 and makes half the
and
power.
makes no power.
Yeah.
That is not even a
Yeah.
turbo.
Because you know
It-
that wastegate
is-
flapper is all loose.
And it's
Yeah.
cracked to
the
heck.
turbine housing's
You know what?
cracked.
This
like-
would fit well for a hood dump, boy.
It would. It would. Just coming right off the turbo and right up out
Man,
the hood.
I'm in. I'm in for whatever the fourth option is. Just give me the fourth option.
Thank
I
you,
hope
Michael.
somebody says, like, I hope the next one is like a Zona. just boom.
So
like, we're
I
going to
had-
switch it up and have the coolest turbo for fourth option.
I had something in my head, but I don't think they'll do it, and I'm not going to say it out loud if they don't.
Oh, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
What do we get? What's Tim get here?
Let's just go with, like, a T3, T4, because you know how loosely that term is used.
Yeah, I got a
Tim
T3,
just gets
T4.
a random T3, T4. We
Yeah,
don't know what
it's-
it is.
It's a 60 trim. Old DS7 days.
A 60 trim T3, T4.
You're correct. Turbo.
Come on!
Correct.
Questionable noises?
Cracked OEM turbo fold.
I mean, they're all cracked. It's
Yeah, they come cracked. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh boy.
I mean, if it's at full throttle, it doesn't need to spool anyway. So I'm just gonna just start it up and just
Yeah.
brick on the gas pedal and dump the clutch.
Michael Bass, I don't know if a supercharger would have been good for the 1.4, considering you got to drive the supercharger with the engine. And they probably, I don't know, we've never done an NA test on a 1.4, but if I had to guess, they would make 74 horsepower. Well, actually, there's the NA 1.4s that come in the Spark, and they make 76 horsepower at the crank. So, ooh, engine to back it up. All right, ZZP PCV upgrade kit. This is great, because then you never have to worry about your PCV again. And we know how quickly these cars go through those things.
But yeah, you know what? Thank you, people. I'm gonna need that because my turbo's all cracked. That means my engine's all whooped. I'm gonna need that PCV system because all my pressures are in the crankcase.
So you got your straight pipe coming out the back and all the exhaust coming out of the turbo fold.
I'm gonna plumb the crankcase to the right into the intake manifold.
Get all that lost air back, you know.
Straight crankcase pressure right into the intake manifold.
Tim 300, our Kappa exhaust, we confirmed it fits the Sky Redline. We don't know if it fits the Solstice. If you're near Michigan, hit us up because we still need to fit that on something.
Yeah, the only difference is the exhaust tips that we know of, so we just need to address that issue.
yeah.
Yep.
Shoot service an email.
T3, T4 Disco Potato.
Ooh, Bo.
Yeah.
All right, Bo gets the PCV upgrade. All right. Oh, is it?
All right.
This is going to be a classy little daily driver.
All right, all right. Ashley, call it.
Heads.
Not quite fair, but that's all right.
I was like, what are you doing with a bottle cap? Shit.
Is that going to both?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
going to Bo.
Snooze, you lose.
Ashley didn't win one.
Nope. That's the first one she hasn't won. He's in Houston. All right, well. you
Take
know.
a drive.
Yeah, come on up here.
Nice stroll. It's
You
80
would
degrees
not
today.
like that's not half the distance that we've already had customers travel from.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
CZP rods and pistons. Oh, yeah, and then, of course, it goes right to Ashley there.
Yeah, she's gonna.
She's
need
got
them.
all the good stuff,
Stop
guys. Give us
hating,
give us
okay?
some things over
Stop
here.
hating.
This side of the table has crap.
I don't need rods and pistons. My turbo's cracked.
You'll never make enough to need them.
No,
Actually, you don't really need them.
but I do
matter
have
what.
the secret mod of the crankcase to intake manifold mod, so I might need them.
It's just going backwards. It's okay,
Yeah, it's fine.
you know. You could have the people that do the turbo kit and everything else is just gone.
Yeah. Okay, apparently that was easy. Ashley gets the built motor.
I'm gonna head out.
Oh, that's one thing that you don't have. Your Sonic is still on
No.
a stock block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Almost your build.
Yes, Connor.
After
GM
we-
definitely should have put an LHU in the Cruze, and the engine bay shows that they designed it around something bigger.
What's really interesting is after we put Tim's engine together is the Z04 doesn't require a built engine.
No.
But man, does it really benefit from one if you do it the
Yeah.
right way.
And these engines get whooped pretty good. So having
Pretty
some
good,
fresh,
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The one thing that's crazy is they still keep running well. Well, I would say well.
Oh yeah, they do run well.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, number one mistake is that I've said this before, so I apologize for you guys that have heard it before, but the salespeople at the dealership when they're selling these cars brand new, they just want to sell the car. And I would say the average person, like overwhelmingly the average person, as soon as you say you have to run premium in it, they're completely turned off and they're like, I'm not paying more for gas, and they won't buy the car. And salespeople, it's not like they have to pay for any warranties.
No, they don't care.
So they're just like, yeah, run 87 in it, no problem. And then they get their commissions and they're out. So 87. No kidding. No kidding.
ZZP oil cap, but low compression on cylinder 3.
So Tyler gets the radiator and billet engine mounts, and I get a billet oil cap.
And low compression.
Oh, man. This is rigged. But anyway, continuing. So the dealership tells you can run 87 octane. You put 87 octane in it, and you melt the pistons down. And then the car gets sold, to the next person. And the car's been whooped on because it's a 1.4 liter turbo. So, I mean, you kind of whoop on it when you're just driving normally.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
So then the engine, you have to rebuild it now, second owner, because you weren't running premium. So please run premium, everybody.
Yeah, do that.
And then you won't have low compression.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
All right.
next?
Maybe you should have followed your own advice.
Yeah, apparently.
premium is very critical.
Here's your moment, Tim.
I just make everything run E85, and then I'm good.
ZZP coilovers and rear bar. Ooh, rear bar is always a great upgrade on
If
these little cars.
I get that combo, you guys can have everything else.
You're
And I
gonna be
will win.
You're
You
gonna be
haven't
full
learned.
stancy hot boy, just barely runs, but you're gonna be slammed and
Hey.
turning.
So basically, your
Yeah.
base. Your base
Brick on the gas
Yeah,
pedal,
yeah, it's your
Your
base
base
road
model.
model.
course, I'm in.
Well, we could give this one to Tim. You know,
I
we'll
love
let him
racing.
have it.
I love racing with a
not to us.
handicap.
I know.
I'm
And
in.
he keeps asking for things, and he doesn't get it when he asks for it.
Yeah, you'd think I'd learn, but I don't.
Yeah, the Colorado engine is actually a 2.7 turbo, and they look pretty sweet, but they haven't come in anything that we can really deal with yet. So maybe
Have
one
you
day.
guys seen the new body style Colorado?
Oh yeah,
Ooh, Tim.
I kind of like it.
I like it.
Yes.
All right, Tim's got some good suspension.
I'm in.
He's,
I'm
he's
set up
gonna
for
be
road
the one
course.
oiling down the track with, that engine, but great suspension.
But see, I'm venting my crankcase into the intake, so I'll just keep burning all
The oil.
that.
It-
It'll just keep-
so it'll basically
Dumping
be a
the trash
diesel.
can.
yeah.
You've basically
yeah.
made your diesel.
Yeah.
Ooh, JPL's getting a Statuma. Nice.
That's a lot of turbo, brother. That's a lot of turbo. Holy cow!
Hopefully he's got some trans
Please don't order a 1.0 PCM tune for that.
remote tune with Bo.
Yep.
That is definitely the average 3800 customer. Like, I'm going to put all this together, but I'm not buying HB tuners.
Nope. Wideband? Nope.
I'm going to send you my PCM for my PCM update
Yep.
and expect it to work.
I
It's-
see that a lot with
It's
LNF.
blueprinted and balanced though.
Yeah. Blueprint balanced, yep.
Yeah, I took it to my guy. He builds small blocks and big blocks.
Yep.
An LNF and a Lotus 7/Caterham. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's
I've already tuned that.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
there's a guy who runs a 1.4 in his Lotus on autocross.
Yep. And a guy that did one with that Hot Wheels car. I wish I could remember what he calls it, but he was in a couple Hot Rod magazines with it. Runs a 1.4.
That's cool.
Yep.
Well, Adam Project, hopefully it's just you, but
I don't know what that means. So.
I know last.
No,
Yeah.
it's cutting out again. I'm cutting video. We'll still have audio.
Okay.
Dang it.
Last week we had some internet bugs, and apparently we do now as well. So hopefully you'll stick with us when we have just audio, because we know that's good. But
Do you mind cracking the door open?
Yep.
yeah, we could use some.
It's about time to
Air
get
in
the fan
here.
up here.
I know.
I can turn this on and see if.
It's always too noisy.
Where's the cool host from last week? I wonder who UK bound might be.
I don't know.
It's Creek.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I assume it's
Yeah,
him.
it is.
Yeah, it's Kim. Michael, we haven't turbocharged a 2.4 Equinox, but Matt Meekoff actually has a LDK swapped Equinox because Matt Meekoff doing Matt Meekoff things, which is awesome.
Just like, why not?
It's definitely, the LDK is way more reliable than that.
Oh my gosh, that
that
2.4 is
2.4.
awful. Yeah, Tim, we can do a wideband bung in your downpipe. Just include it in the notes and
Add a bung to the order.
add a bung, and we'll make it happen for you. So, all right, boys, what do we got next?
Also,
Buford.
Tim, I definitely don't think any of us are going to remember the prices of stuff off the top of our heads up here, but we definitely sell remote tunes on our website.
Yep.
Just go to the right platform and you'll see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dependent on car and credits. HB Tuners has a certain number of credits per year to license your car, so that's going to make a big impact as well. But, you know, we'll get you dialed in.
It's just locking me out of polls right now.
Oh, heck.
No, dang it.
Well, you can always yell them, and I can repeat them to well, I guess I have the sheet here.
And people can
Maybe
chime
go
in
through
right
the
on
current
there.
list. Go through the current
All right. So, to recap, right now while we're working on technical difficulties, Ashley has a manual Sonic hatch. She has a 3-inch exhaust. She has a Z04,
Yeah, it's sitting in the parking
Yeah.
lot right now.
rods and pistons.
Jeez Louise.
So that's a pretty complete build.
Who's that?
Yeah, you're looking pretty good. Bo has himself his manual Cruze that he wants. 2.5-inch exhaust. All right. A V3, solid, and the PCV upgrade. So you're running well.
Daily.
Your drivetrain is perfect.
Daily. Dialed.
Tim has an Autosonic that has a straight pipe from his buddy who could do it cheaper. A cracked OEM turbo manifold with questionable noises, an oil cap, and low compression on cylinder 3. But he has coilovers and a rear sway bar, so he can handle as well. So that's
So
good.
it sounds awesome.
Yeah,
But
sounds
it can
real
turn
good.
a corner, so we're good. We're good. That's all it needs to do.
I have myself an Auto Cruze with slap shift. I got a hood dump. It's sweet. An OEM 200,000 mile turbo, which is admittedly also cracked. But I got a nice aluminum radiator and billet mounts, so I'm doing okay. I'm
Okay.
doing okay.
Yeah. What's crazy is we've seen about all of these builds.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. We've had these for sure.
Adam Project. Well, I mean, I assume. Actually, I'm curious. Where does the Atom Project come from? Have you always wanted an aerial atom, or is it related to other atoms?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Cletus's next giveaway is the Aero Atom. Bet your bottom I'm buying a t-shirt.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one.
Yep.
And you're buying that steering wheel.
I don't know. I don't like it as much as I used to.
What?
What am I going to put it in?
Yeah, that's true.
You're Sonic.
No,
You know you're buying one.
his Cruze.
No, my Sonic would
It's Cruze.
definitely have just a ZL1 steering wheel.
Can't
I
blame you
I
then.
have one on order actually.
Especially with all the functions that
A
are on the
Cletus
Sonic
one?
steering wheel.
No, a
ZL1.
ZL1 steering wheel.
Oh, I was like, wait, who are you? What does the cleanest one look like?
It's got like an American flag on the bottom of it. It's pretty cool actually.
Okay, so it would match your helmet.
Yeah, it would.
It would
his
match the
helmet.
helmet. I've considered getting one for the Regal for just special occasions, maybe race day, but no.
Streetcar takeover.
I mean,
You got to match.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I
if
like
Tim
it.
does too, because Tim's not a
The
Cletus
problem
fan.
I don't like with it is it's dished,
Okay.
and with a quick release, it puts it too far away from my turn signal and too close to me.
Yeah, I
with
learned
you.
that with the Cobalt. My turn signals like this every time, and you don't have a clock spring, so you got to do it both ways. And
Oh
yeah,
Yeah, my base model has the same thing. So I just have the brights on all the time. So it's closer.
so it's closer to you.
Yeah. Because it's like I don't really drive that car at night anyway, so like
That's not a
I
bad
just drive
idea.
with the brights on like all
That's
the time.
most
But
race car thing I've ever heard.
yeah.
I bought one of those little stock extenders that comes out. I haven't put it on yet, but
Oh yeah, those look promising,
yeah, we'll see.
and it's a nice, cool anodized trinket.
Yeah, but I'm worried that the little clamp that it's got isn't gonna hold well.
Oh God.
There it goes.
Michael Bass. Michael Bass. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name.
Like a fish? Or
Yeah,
not?
Matt pulled it off. So
Yeah.
he made a custom intercooler and charge pipes, but I think everything else is pretty self-explanatory. So it is possible. If you email us, we could definitely get you in contact with Matt, and he can give you a step-by-step.
I'm gonna hold my phone here. It'll be all right. Our equipment's falling apart a little bit. Well,
But yeah, steering wheels.
steering wheels.
The clock spring is very important
Yeah.
and very hard to maintain. And I hear it's nearly impossible in a Delta.
I've never seen anyone do it.
Really? Yeah. I spent a whole weekend in the garage making mine work.
No
Does yours
kidding.
work?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Dang.
Yeah, both of my cars have steering wheels. The clock spring, I just took it right out.
Really?
So like that, I love the idea of that working, and I honestly don't understand why they don't.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, because I wanted to maintain the horn as well and the blinker function. I can't live without the blinker function.
It's rough.
It's rough.
Especially when you go jumping from car to car to car to car to car like I do, and then I drive around for 20 minutes with my left blinker on in the blue car.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah. Does it have the warning after so long?
No.
So
no.
the Sky does. We drove the Sky to lunch today.
Oh,
Sky
it has a
doesn't
warning?
Yeah, Sky doesn't have a clock spring just because it used to have a wheel in it, and then we put the stock wheel back in. But anyway, the blinker still isn't right. It starts dinging the most obnoxious noise at you.
Really?
Through the little speaker. It's like... And so, yeah, I'm like...
No,
"Ooh,
it
blinker."
doesn't have that.
But it takes like 5 minutes. It's a long time. I'm like, wow, I haven't turned in a long time.
Oh, kind of that.
Yeah.
Ooh, tubular control arms and lowering springs.
Ooh, I'll take it. Take it.
I already got coilovers.
You got
so-
a Cruze though. We don't have tubular